On Saturday, President Donald Trump stated that he's indifferent to potential price increases by automakers resulting from his tariffs, and he even encouraged such actions. In a phone interview with NBC News' Kristen Welker, when asked if he had pressured automakers to refrain from raising prices following the implementation of his 25% tariffs on imported vehicles and components, Trump denied having instructed CEOs to manage their costs. "No, I never said that," Trump responded. "I couldn't care less if they raise prices, because people are going to start buying American cars." The Wall Street Journal reported on Thursday that Trump had a conversation this month with automotive executives during which he warned them of even higher tariffs if they increase prices due to import taxes. However, Trump expressed on Saturday that he hopes his tariffs will result in higher prices, as this would motivate automakers to produce their vehicles and parts domestically and encourage consumers to purchase American-made products. "I couldn't care less," Trump remarked. "I hope they raise their prices, because if they do, people are going to buy American-made cars. We have plenty." Following the interview, a presidential aide clarified to NBC News that Trump was specifically addressing the prices of foreign cars. Trump indicated that his message to the CEOs was to relocate production back to the United States. While both foreign and domestic manufacturers assemble many of their vehicles and components in the U.S., they also produce cars and parts in Mexico and Canada. For many years, the free trade zone in North America has effectively regarded the U.S., Canada, and Mexico as a single market. The message is, congratulations, if you make your car in the United States, you're going to make a lot of money. If you don't, you're going to have to probably come back to the United States, because if you make your car in the United States, there's no tariff, Trump conveyed to Welker. Automakers have been reluctant to relocate production to the United States due to the significant costs and time involved in establishing new factories, recruiting employees, and modifying the supply chains. Additionally, the inconsistent nature of Trump's tariffs has left automotive executives uncertain about the long-term viability of his plans. On this matter, Trump stated on Saturday that his forthcoming substantial reciprocal tariffs, which will match foreign countries' import taxes dollar for dollar across various products, will be permanent. However, he expressed a willingness to engage in negotiations. "Absolutely, they are permanent." "Sure," he affirmed regarding tariffs, which are scheduled to take effect on Wednesday. "The world has been taking advantage of the United States for the last 40 years and more." Nevertheless, Trump later indicated that he would consider reducing the tariffs only if countries are prepared to offer us something of significant value, because nations possess valuable assets. Otherwise, there is no room for negotiation. Experts in the automotive sector have warned that Trump's tariffs on vehicles and parts set to be implemented on Thursday will increase the production costs of all cars sold in the United States, both imports and those manufactured domestically, by thousands of dollars. Regardless of whether automakers choose to raise their prices, it is highly likely that vehicle prices will rise in the United States due to the mismatch between supply and demand. As a result, automakers may reduce their production of vehicles while they assess whether the tariffs will be temporary. They may also worry that the added costs from tariffs could deter some potential buyers. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney informed Trump on Friday that Canada would impose its own tariffs in retaliation if Trump proceeds with his proposed levies, potentially intensifying what is already becoming a contentious and harmful trade conflict. Trump stated on Saturday that he would not postpone the tariffs but might be open to negotiations after the implementation. Peter Navarro, the senior counselor for trade and manufacturing at the White House, addressed concerns regarding rising consumer prices on Sunday, urging those worried to trust in Trump. Tariffs are tax cuts, he said. Tariffs are jobs. Tariffs are national security. Tariffs are great for Americans. Tariffs will make America great again, Navarro stated during his appearance on Fox News Sunday with Shannon Breen. While it may take time for Americans to experience the full impact of tariffs, economists agree that these import taxes could lead to increased prices on a wide range of products, particularly since over 40% of the goods imported into the U.S. last year originated from countries that Trump might target with reciprocal tariffs. Breen challenged Navarro on the potential for tariffs to affect everyday expenses. He highlighted the revenue generated from auto tariffs that would fund tax cuts, asserting that this would result in the biggest tax cut in American history for the middle class. Holistically, as they say, consumers and Americans are going to be better off, including all the jobs they get, he remarked. When further questioned about the polling data, indicating a widespread belief that tariffs would raise product prices and Trump's own comments about possible disruption, Navarro reiterated trust in Trump. He added, "We have the example from the first term. We know that we imposed historically high tariffs on China. We imposed aluminum and steel tariffs. We imposed on washing machines, on solar. All we got out of that was prosperity and price stability. And the reason why we're not going to see inflation is because foreigners are going to eat most of it. They have to." Navarro is accurate in stating that the tariffs implemented by Trump during his initial term did not contribute too much to inflation. However, it is important to note that these tariffs were applied on foreign goods amounting to only $380 billion. In contrast, during his second term, Trump has already enacted tariffs on $1.4 trillion worth of goods and is considering additional measures, including reciprocal tariffs, auto tariffs, and various import taxes on products such as lumber, pharmaceuticals, copper, and numerous other items.